Is my microphone on? Hi. Wait, where's my music? Do you guys hear the music? Hello? Hi. Hello. Wait, is it muted? Wait. Now it should be fine. It should be fine now. Can you say my name? I can, yes. Plo. Wait, PTO. Plo. Wait, is it Plo or is it PTO? Damn, I'm blind. 2014, but hello. Wait, can you guys... Okay, only my voice. What the fuck? Why? Where's my music? Okay. Okay, I can do this. It's okay. Wait, okay. Is this working? Is this working? Or maybe I can... I just have to change the music. I mean, vertical chord is now in session. Exactly. Guys, I am so excited today. All right, that sounded so weird. That sounded like I was just reading a line. I'm excited today. Well, I mean, I'm actually honest, but I'm excited today because tomorrow is the giveaway and also the special kind of stream event. And I'll be trying some weird Kit Kat flavors from Japan. I got a bunch of them. I'm gonna get diabetes. Wait, let me see if this is working. Does this work? Oh, this works. What the heck? Okay. Okay, now the music works. Hi. I just donated my blood. Hey, Melissa, congratulations. Well, I mean, that's good. Hours ago, but I almost didn't get it donated because my dogs were attacking each other. What the fuck? Doggos! Almost making the other bleed. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you did. I wish I could. I actually cannot donate blood because of thyroid issues. I don't know. I would have to take a test, but also like I have golden blood. I mean, well, I do have a pretty rare blood type. And my blood type is like just 1% of the world population, less than 1%. So I am special. Yes, I am special like that. No, I'm kidding. I mean, yes, the blood type is pretty rare, and unfortunately I can't really donate so far, like for now, because I would have to first get like a test done. Shiny blood, yeah, like my it's like a shiny Mewtwo. It's a 0.25. Well, it's less than 1% of population overall. You're always special, Sana. Aw, Joshua, come on. Yes, I am special. I'm special like that. I feel like my blood would be like just aliens. Like someone sees my blood and be like aliens. that's it. Lizard people. No, like S type blood. Oh no. Type S. Yes, the blood type S. That's my blood. No, just I think. Well, I mean, you guys. Some of you guys might have the same blood type, and actually, like, where if you have AB negative blood type, that's actually less than 1% of population, of world population. So yeah, Mothman blood. We have Mothman blood strong together. Together strong. But yeah, you know, like I unfortunately, because of like in the past having some thyroid issues, I couldn't donate blood. I would have to do like a blood test, and yeah, if it's fine, I can probably donate blood. But if it's not, like the TSH, if my TSH is kind of off, then I can't. They won't accept it. I got O negative. Yeah, that's a pretty rare one too. But yeah, I got mud blood. No! What? Do blood type personality quizzes exist? Yeah, they do. Actually, Japan is like you know how like kind of the West, you know, Europe or like Americas, like they are kind of more huge on, like the Western kind of world is more huge on big on like horoscopes. No, like in Japan, it's the blood types. Like blood types are kind of equivalent of horoscope. Like, oh, there's like certain personality types per blood type. There's certain food that you're supposed to eat. There's certain like, oh, lucky numbers and stuff. Like they kind of Yeah, like they kind of treat it as, hey, Kronos, we have the same blood type, AB negative. Yeah, same. So yeah, like if you look it up, it's like less than 1% of population has like AB negative. Yeah, like that sort of thing. Like, so blood types, Gerens. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. So blood types define you, that sort of thing. Yeah, it's kind of like horoscopes. Like in Japan, like it's kind of treated like a horoscope, sort of. But yeah. What is it like in Japan? Well, I mean, I'm currently in Taiwan, but I used to live in Japan. I mean, Japan is great. As a destination, as a travel destination, it's great. People are super nice. You know, it's there's so many places to see, so many things to do, so much food to try. Like they have amazing food. I mean, most of it I can't even I can't eat it, but the ones that I can eat, the food that I can eat is amazing. I used to live in Japan. Now I don't live in Japan. I live in Taiwan. But I highly recommend to visit Japan. There's a lot to do, and it's not like living in Japan wasn't for me in the end. I tried 5 years, and in the end, like it's not a place that I would retire at. You know, like I wouldn't say like, oh, I would like to live there forever. But yeah, like I love to visit, so I still do. I still visit sometimes. You can call me the shower fella. Okay. Long story. Okay. The shower fella, sure. That's how my friend found out she was adopted. Both parents are A positive and she was B negative. Oh yeah. That's I mean, not the best way to find out, I guess, because like ideally the parents would tell you. But I mean, people have their reasons, I suppose. And sorry I was speeding, officer. I'm such a Sagittarius. I'm such a Sag. Oh my god. Sorry I was speeding, officer, but I'm such a B negative. Oh no. Today's my dead brother's birthday. Well, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that he's passed away, but like I hope you can honor him today. And also, please remember to behave. Exactly. Please remember to read the rules, the chat rules, and behave so that mods can also enjoy the stream. Okay, so today we have Reddit. We have Ask Reddit posts. We're gonna be reading Reddit posts. Well, we're gonna be reading some posts in the Ask Reddit thread, and the title of said Reddit thread is Therapist of Reddit. What was your biggest I know I'm not supposed to judge you, but holy shit moment? So we're gonna be reading some posts, but before we get to that, I just want to remind you guys, that tomorrow is the special event, special giveaway. After this stream, I'm gonna remove the form. So the form to submit your entry to like actually join the giveaway draw isn't gonna be available anymore. I'm gonna remove all the links, and you have until the end of this stream to enter your enter the giveaway draw. And that's, my brain is lagging. Yes. So the giveaway is gonna be what, like I have a lot of goodies that I bought in Japan recently because I visited. I bought it in Tokyo. A lot of them are from Pokemon Center in Tokyo. So there's gonna be 3 winners, 2 kind of minor prizes, and 1 the grand prize, if you will. I shouldn't judge, but oh, what the hell? Oh my god, no way. No way. Anyway, to know for sure. What? Wait, I'm pretty sure I entered. I can check for you if you want. Wait, giveaway. Let me double check what is going on. Let me see. Yeah. Bright. Wait. No. Da. Did you? Oh yeah, Brian, you're there. I see you. yeah, I got a lot of, we got a lot of responses. We got 46 so far. So that's amazing. I mean, I was kind of scared, like no one's gonna subscribe, and or like one person or something, which, I mean, great for that person, because all of it would just go to one person. Or like 3 people. I'll be like, okay, great. It just goes to like 3 people. But 46 people so far. So that's great. You know, there's gonna be a random draw. And yeah, like, it's obviously, I'm gonna run the draw, like the random draw, during the live stream tomorrow. So you guys will see, everyone will see, like, oh, it's fair, you know, like there's gonna be like spin wheel or something, like I'm gonna do like a spin wheel or something. So yeah, like the winners will be chosen randomly at random. Doesn't matter where you live, I'm gonna send it to wherever you live. So it's not like, oh, only US qualifies or only Europe qualifies or anything. It's just like wherever you live. If you live, maybe, okay, I will admit, if you live in the, I don't know, North Pole, it's gonna be a little difficult for me to send it. So if you happen to live in the North Pole station, I don't know, like somewhere in the North Pole, then yeah, it might be a little bit, I'm gonna try to get it to you, but it might take me a little while longer. So just forgive if that happens. I live in a cave. Okay. Well, then you will have to give me like coordinates or something. If you live in a cave, then I think without a particular address, I think you will have to give me coordinates so that I can just like pass it to the shipping company and be like, hey, so this is the address. Shoot, I live in the woods. Again, coordinates. You just have to give me those and I'll try to get it to you. Even if I have to go there myself and be like, okay, I'll do this. I'll get it. I'll get it to them. Okay. So wait, let me change the music because it's kind of loud and I wanted something like calmer. Is this gonna work? Why? No, why? Oh, yeah, nice. Okay, great. Okay. So yeah, the event, the stream, and the giveaway start tomorrow. It starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So an hour early compared to like today's stream. So just remember to show up, to be there. And yeah, like remember to like and subscribe and comment and like and subscribe and shameless self promo, because why not? And also you know, so that YouTube is pushing the YouTube algorithm pushes a little bit my well, my little dark corner of the internet a little bit more. So just yeah, if you like my content, I don't know what to say. If you don't, then you don't. It's okay. 5 p.m. to get fear present. Yeah. And yeah, we had some interesting stuff yesterday. I was hosting the second episode of Fearcast, which is essentially like I sit down with my moderators and I sit down with my Patreon members, like some of my Patreon members, to talk about true crime, conspiracy theories, supernatural cases, ghost sightings, whatever is on the agenda during, you know, particular episode. Sorry, I just had to like swallow. Oh, God. All right, that's a good job here. Good job. So yeah, we just sit down. We talk about, like yesterday, we talked about the most disturbing true crime cases. And we talked about a bunch of cases. I talked about Kendrick Johnson, if you know that case. We talked about the Yahweh cult. Also Albert Fish. Also another one. Wait, fuck, I forgot the last one. Oh, the Torsa murders, the Cleveland Torsa murders. It was pretty interesting. Also the recent Boeing whistleblower death, because that's crazy. It's the second person, at least, as far as I know, it's like the second person to die in connection to what is happening with Boeing, with the quality control and like safety measures that they just like quality that they didn't meet, and safety measures that they didn't meet. And just, it's concerning because we're flying those metal tubes, and yeah, I was already scared of flying, and now I'm just terrified. You heard of the story of the baby in the well? I have not. If it's Boeing, I ain't going. Yeah, it's so strange. Like Boeing, we just went from if it's not Boeing, I ain't going to if it's Boeing, I ain't going. It's kind of crazy that it shifted so much, and Boeing needs to, yeah, like Boeing needs to fix stuff. Okay. Also, Joshua, thank you so much for the super. Sorry, Sona, we can't hear the background music. Oh, you can't hear the background music. What is going on with this background music? Okay. Let me change it back to the other music, because yeah, I have no idea why it's not, for some reason. Does it not work? Okay, can you guys hear it now? You can let me know. Can you hear this music? Because I'm just worried that it's yeah, like it's, for some reason it's not. Wait, properties. Let me see. No. The frick? Why? What? All this time? Like all this time you guys couldn't hear it? Damn. The heck is happening? We can make our own music. Okay. I'm gonna try to. Wait. Oh. I know what was happening. No, monitor and output. No music at all. This is new for me. Hey, Star. Hi. Music. Okay, that's. Is this? Okay, it can. Okay, what about now? This should be okay, but who knows? Who knows if it's gonna work. There we go. Hey, okay. I'm gonna change the music to this because like I wanted to. Okay, yeah. Wait, can you hear it? Can you still hear it? Please tell me you can hear it, because this is why? We hear it. No, it's working. Is it working? Because for me, it's for some reason like it's not working. What the heck? For some reason, it's not working for me. Why? Why would you do this to me? Why? Why? Okay, so you guys can hear it. For some reason, I cannot hear it because it's dumb and stupid and I don't understand. Why? It's much quieter. Well, because the music, I think the music is like a little bit more chill. But it's okay. It's okay. Like let's just stay it. Let's just leave it at that. And no music for some. Yeah, like no music for me. But at least like it's you know, you guys can hear it, so it's good. It's fine. Okay. So, therapists of Reddit, what was your biggest I know I'm not supposed to judge you, but holy shit moment? So I'm gonna scroll it down, like some of them were just kind of super I mean, I could, but let's start with something a little bit more lighthearted. So this user says, I work at a residential group home. We had a kid who we had admitted about 4 months prior when in a family session they mentioned that they had parasites. I'm like, what? Mom goes, oh yeah, our whole family has them. We don't believe in getting rid of them since they're part of our biological ecosystem. And I'm just dumbstruck. We spent 3 weeks afterwards convincing this family it was an infectious disease concerns as other residents have fecal eating behaviors and various other unsanitary issues that could cause a unit spread. 3 weeks of education, planning, and worst of all, convincing this kid and mother that their IQ wouldn't drop because they had agreed to irradiate the parasites. Lots of CBT work, but Jesus, it took way longer than any of my team expected. What the fuck? Why? You mean to tell me you shared an IQ with these people, the mom and the son thought, well, the mom mostly, probably, the parents, thought that, hey, well, we share IQ, we split the IQ 50-50 with our tapeworms. And the moment we remove the tapeworms, our IQ drops 50%. Crazy. Why? What? And they just thought like, oh yeah, that is completely normal. We have parasites, just, you know, our whole family has them. It's part of our natural ecosystem. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing to see here. It doesn't affect our health. Dude, like the parasite, like a tapeworm, I don't know what kind of parasites because it doesn't say, but a tapeworm can grow in your gut to be several dozen feet long, and it can be very long, and it keeps growing, by the way. And eventually, like, I've seen, well, I mean, at least it was like in animals, but eventually the parasite, like the tapeworm, can grow in a way that, like, oh, it starts sticking out of your body, like down there, like through your back door. Like in animals, there were like, I've seen videos of animals like with a tapeworm sticking out of their butt because it grew so long. I don't know if it was tapeworms. I have a song to recommend to you. Try King. I don't think I can play some of the songs. Like, I appreciate the recommendation. I'm gonna listen to it after the stream, but I'm choosing, you know, music that is copyright free so that I don't have to, like, the stream is not gonna be like marked or, you know, demonetized because of the, although I talk about tapeworms, so bruh, what are you watching, Sona? Okay, listen, you would you would understand if you were looking for, if you were in the, you know, in the disturbing kind of top into disturbing, like like my channel is about disturbing content, right? I come across certain videos. I do come across pretty disturbing content in search for content for obviously like topics and content for the channel, and unfortunately that comes with some risks. It's like seeing weird videos, seeing very disturbing stuff, and yeah, I do this all for you guys. You gotta appreciate. You know, when I do research, yeah, unfortunately I do come across some very disturbing stuff, like you know, when I do research for cases, sometimes I come across pictures from the crime scene, and it's not pictures that I can show on YouTube because it's pictures of the victims. And I think the most traumatizing is a very strong word. I don't like to use it. I really don't like to use it because it's just not right. Like, I wasn't like traumatized or anything. That's a very strong word. But I would say shocking. The most shocking picture that I've seen was the picture of, like, when I was looking at, like, when I was researching the case of June Lin. And that was the case from, you know, like, that, if you've seen the documentary Don't Fuck with Cats, that's the one, the murder of June Lin, and the killer was Luca Magnotta. And yeah, unfortunately, when I was looking up pictures, like, for the presentation, for like slides, unfortunately I came across whoever the fuck uploaded it to the internet. I saw a picture of the victim's you know, severed head, and it's not great. It isn't great. It wasn't, you know, like, I didn't expect to see it. I didn't want to see it. It still haunts me to this day. Like, I still I remember it. Like, if I talk about it, I do remember instantly. I remember that picture. The only picture that I really remember vividly in my head, that's the picture. Unfortunately, whoever uploaded it to like some weird obscure website, sincerely fuck you. sincerely why? For you, Sona, for your eyes, thank you. Soap. Thanks for going through that for us, Sona. You're a champ. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a champ. It's just like, it comes with the job, right? Like, I am prepared for that. I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm traumatized by it, because again, it's a strong word. I don't think it's just shock. Like, I'm just shocked, and it just stays in my head. So, and it doesn't help that I have a pretty good memory. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate my good memory, but at the same time, I'm just like, why? And my brain then wakes me up at like 3 a.m. random times, 3, 4 a.m. and it's like, hey, remember that picture? Yeah, let's remember it now. Which is great. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Okay. Next one, Prime Guard says, once I had a patient whose wife shook their baby to death. Oh, why? He wanted help reconnecting with his wife. Why? I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess like if it was an accident. Okay, at the time, I was a young father of a newborn myself, and he triggered a lot of fear in me for my own child. A deep loathing of his spouse and pity, the how pathetic kind for the patient. I tried for 3 sessions, met his spouse and everything before handing the case over to my supervisor, who knew about my initial reactions and tried to help me through it. Unfortunately, it ended up being more about my feelings than his, and I was new to the profession at the time. These things are expected to crop up from time to time, but I was still taken aback by my own reactions, not actions. Babies are fragile. Okay, babies are very delicate, very fragile. Please remember that. If you ever have a child, remember that babies are very delicate. Do not shake a baby, especially like newborn. Just, you know, their necks are very, very fragile. Their bones are fragile. Don't ever do that. It scares me. It scares me. Like if I ever have a child, I don't know. I will be terrified to hold them. I mean, I will definitely hold them. It's just, it's scary. It's scary to think about how delicate they are. And yeah, like unless it's a toy, like toy child, like toy baby, you know, one of those baby dolls. That's fine. You can shake them, whatever. Like it's a baby doll. But if it's not a doll, please don't shake a newborn. Yeah. All right, next one. Okay. I work with kiddos who have experienced some kind of abuse/trauma. 90% of my clients have been sexually abused. I have a lot of holy shit moments, but not from judgment of my clients, but from what happened to them. I've had clients whose father made them help him. Holy shit. Okay. So I've had clients whose father made them help him dismember mom's body after dad murdered her in front of them. Holy fuck. I've had clients who have been forced to film. I've had clients under the age of 8 who had been trafficked. I've had clients who have been forced to film torture porn. I have holy shit moments all the time. No wonder. I mean, if you're still in that profession, then respect to you. You have strong, like, I don't know, just strong personality. I think like therapists need to have like very strong kind of personality. They have to be like, they have to have thick skin and just, Jesus, like at the same time, empathy, but also thick skin and just, you know, strong enough personality to not like strangle some of their clients, because I'm pretty sure they just, oh, I think there was like another, okay, I'm gonna scroll up. So like we started kind of I'm laughing because I actually wanna like besides this thread, like I wanna go to another thread which is like, oh, kind of stupid people's actions. So this is another one. Okay. My professor once shared what a patient said that made her quit her job. I didn't art my daughter. She liked it. The daughter was 6. The daughter was 6. What? God. She couldn't take it anymore. She worked in a rehabilitation center for people who have been sentenced for serious crimes and were forced to get mental help. Really difficult job, no wonder. And this pushed her over the edge. Christ. Okay, another one. Wait, let me just like kind of, oh, okay. I was counseling a 13-year-old girl for anxiety and she reported as abuse from her stepdad. I called her mom and told her mother I needed to call Child Protective Services. Turns out that CPS was already aware, and the abuse was first reported around the patient's age 7. Mom was aware of the abuse and stayed with her husband anyway. What is CPS doing? What is happening? It was a complicated situation, and it wasn't at the same time, because it's just like, what? How is that complicated? Why? How could she not do more to protect her daughter? Sorry, lady, I'm judging. Oh, I mean, no wonder. Pardon me, that is so messed up. So vertical, how? Hey, yes, a vertical stream. That is that. I'll be like, I am, you know what? I'm gonna be diagnosed with sick of this disease, sick of this bullshit. Yeah, the mom absolutely should have done more. The mom absolutely should have left the husband. And the moment she found out this was happening, CPS, the heck are you doing? Like, why wasn't like anything done? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. CPS is not doing their work. Fucked up situation, absolutely messed up. I hope the girl is safe now. I hope they, you know, like the girl could get away from the situation, because it's, oh, Jesus. Oh, all right. Okay. So I do acute pediatric, yes, pediatric inpatient behavioral therapy. Has never happened with a child, and never will. Parents, on the other hand, can be real POSs, and the way they treat /abuse their children, then throw them off on us and scream, fix them. I'm a big burly guy, and I've cried many nights over this. No wonder. I'm pretty sure it's heartbreaking. Okay. I was once in my psychiatrist's office, a bi-monthly 15-minute med check. She asked me what was going on, more as conversation. I told her that in the last 6 weeks, my 3 elders, aunt and 2 uncles, I was a guardian / conservator for, had died, one night after the other. Wow, that's pretty tough. My wife had a heart attack. Oh my god. This person cannot catch a break. My wife had a heart attack. My daughter attempted S. I'm just trying to, like, I don't know, like, just kind of censor some words. I'm sorry, like, YouTube is being dumb about these things. So my wife had a heart attack. My daughter attempted S. And my mom broke her hip and had laid on her floor for a week before being found. For a week! She drank and ate from the dog's bowel. Oh my god. Not bowels. Bowls. I mean, I hope it wasn't from the dog's bowels, because poor doggo also, but bowls. So, oh god, my mom broke her hip and was on the floor for a week before being found. I got that call within 10 minutes of setting up the last funeral. She stopped the meeting, got on the phone with a therapist in the office next to her, and had her postpone her next meeting to speak with me. I was so fucked up. I had no idea. I think she saved my life. I mean, this is unimaginable situation. Dude, so many things piled up. 3 elders. So 3 elders that this person was a guardian of had died. One right after the other. Then the wife had a heart attack. Then the daughter situation. Then their mom. Man, this person cannot, like, whatever you're going through, I think, like, oh, whatever I'm going through, like, whatever problems I think I might have, and I think nothing compares. Like, it's just like, compared to this post, my, like, daily problems are like non-issues, and I can appreciate how peaceful my life is. Like, I mean, tough situation if you've gone through this and you've come out of it, and you're, you know, like, you're still happy in life, like, you're mad respect to you. Okay. It's not often I get to talk about my profession, but here goes. I was working at a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center and had a client come in who had a was a self-proclaimed drug lord. All right. As we worked together, he told me about his history. Included in this history was how he got to where he was currently at. During the conversation, this man admitted to selling his sister into, as you see, as slavery, forcibly injecting her with several sedatives and narcotics, and having several people teach her a lesson, which you can imagine what it was. What this meant he never shared, but we can kind of guess. He told this story with a blank face, smiling only when he recalled the good times, which he referred to as times when he had enough heroin to get through the day. I'm not sure where he is at now, but this man inspired me to work with victims of sex trafficking, because not only do they deal with the stigma of selling their bodies, they often manage drug. I don't know if YouTube's gonna ban this anyway. I mean, hopefully, if this stream gets cut off, that means it was too much. It was too much for YouTube to handle. We're gonna like switch to something a little bit more lighthearted in a minute. I'm not sure where he is at now, but this man inspired me to work with victims of sex trafficking, because not only do they deal with the stigma of selling their bodies, they often manage drug addictions. People would honestly be floored if they realized how many people were addicted to chemicals that they were forcibly given. Yeah, like I can imagine, I can guess a lot of people just like got into certain situations and certain addictions not of their own will, which is, I think it's even more tragic, you know, like if you started it on your own, like at least, you know, at least it was your choice, sort of, like, yeah, not the perfect choice, not an ideal choice, and, you know, hopefully you can get out of it. But if you were like, there was a story, I think I saw it on Reddit, like somewhere on Reddit, I saw a story, oh no, on YouTube Shorts. I think I was like watching YouTube Shorts, and the story was that there was a girl, like teenage girl, I think she was like, I don't know, like 16 to 18, I don't know, but I think it was like 16-year-old, yeah. So she was brought to the ER, and she clearly was showing signs of OD, right? So the doctors are trying their best. They are like, you know, trying to save her life, and you know, the father is there, and you know, they're trying to save her life, but unfortunately, like, it was just so tough. Like they were trying to reverse the damage. You know, she was just, you know, in the process of ODing, and unfortunately she didn't make it. They didn't manage to save her. She passed away, right? And they were talking to the father, you know, about like, oh, you know, if she was that she was addicted. Like they kind of, like, the doctor kind of I guess like thought like, okay, they were just kind of explaining to the father like why she passed away. They were like, yeah, it's, you know, it's nothing unusual. Like if a teen is addicted to drugs, like unfortunately this happens, these things happen. You know what the father said? That she never, like, he said, well, I mean, you would say like, oh, the parents just didn't know, but the father was saying like, no, she never took drugs, she never smoked, she was a good kid, and he knew this for sure. He was like super, you know, convinced, like, you know, just very convinced, well, very confident, like, hey, my kid never took the drugs. And this happened, like, suddenly she comes back home. Suddenly this is the situation she's in, right? Like she comes back home in this state. She was on her first date. And the father said like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy laced her. Like, I'm pretty sure the guy gave her the drugs, or like some laced her drink or something, and it was fentanyl. It was fentanyl. So the father was just like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy is the culprit. Like he somehow found out that it's very likely, and at the end, when the daughter passed away, he told the doctor, I think it was like the doctor was, the post was like by a doctor. It was like responding to a Reddit post, but to Ask Reddit. And yeah, the doctor said like the last words that the father said to me was like, I'm gonna kill him, and I don't care that I'm gonna kill him, and I'll make his body disappear. Like no one will ever find him, and I don't care if I go to prison. And then the father left. And that was the end of that story. I heard the story, right? Yeah, like I think it was like somewhere on YouTube Shorts, and yeah, the father was just like, I'm gonna kill him, and I'm gonna make his body disappear. No one will ever find him, and I don't care if I spend the rest of my life in prison for it. I mean, obviously, you know, this is not violence is never the answer. Like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't. Let me say this. Violence should never be the answer. Shouldn't be the answer. Like, shouldn't be your first choice or second or third. But sometimes in stories like this, it's understandable. It's like I would say like, oh, I understand why. But yeah, still very bad. Yeah, still very bad because, like, unfortunately, like, you know, you might end up in, obviously, like, it's for your life, right? Like, or you might end up in prison. But yeah, you know, violence shouldn't be the answer, but sometimes you can kind of, like, from the story, from the backstory, you can understand why the person made certain choices. Okay. Next one. I feel like a lot of the comments saying that they never judge their clients might be working in voluntary services, or they've been very fortunate in their client base. Judgment isn't an inherently bad thing. It's how we know that murdering people is wrong. There. So when a convicted pedophile client told me, nothing gets me going like, oh my god, why? No. Nothing gets me going like a pair of letter. Okay, you guys see this here. Wait, okay. You better believe I judged the fuck out of him. I mean, rightfully so. I continued to work with him, and I treated him with compassion and respect because he's a human being worthy of both. I did my job because I'm a professional, but I can't honestly say that I didn't judge him. I judged that he should never be around children. Absolutely, yeah. I judged that he is not yet ready for change. I judged that his access to his own daughter should be closely supervised. That's a lot of judgments. Understanding your own inherent biases and how they influence your work is a very important part of training and practice. What is going on? What is going on in the world? Okay, here's my most recent one. As the pandemic worsened here in the US and more lockdowns are on their way, one of my most extroverted clients and I brainstormed ways to meet her social needs while remaining safe. The following week, she canceled her session and told me that she's positive for corona. After attending... I'm sorry, I just slapped my head. So she's positive for COVID after attending an orgy, which definitely wasn't one of our ideas. I'm sorry, but this one is good. Yo, I'm selling bleach soap and holy water. Who wants some after this stream? I think you guys will need it with your like ears and just eyes, everything. So she tested positive for COVID after attending an orgy, which definitely wasn't one of our ideas to meet her social needs. I let out the deepest, most defeated sigh after I hung up the phone. Well, why? Why would that be something? I love how it's just like, oh, we were brainstorming ways to meet her social needs while remaining safe. I mean, if she used protection, technically, she's just like, well, I'm using protection, I'm safe. It's okay. This was, I guess, her social needs were very, very intense. I guess if she had fun, good for her. I mean, I guess so. I guess. I'm sorry, this is great. That's pretty. I cannot. Okay, I want to read you guys like another thing. So this is from another Reddit. This is Ask Reddit. George Carlin said, this is unrelated, but kind of. George Carlin said, think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that. what real life example have you seen that validates this view? And this is a great, because I just read this comment before the stream and it was great. Okay. I'm a physician, eye doctor specifically. I will tell you that the longer I work, now 15 years, my standard for the average person continues to decline. Case in point. Thanks to the awful information filtering out there, I had a patient just last week who read that vitamin D helps you resist a coronavirus infection. Oh my god, oh boy. Well, he had also read that you can get more vitamin D by getting more sun. So he wanted to, quote unquote, collect as much light as possible with his eyes. As a result, he stared at the sun for a solid 60 seconds and burned holes directly into his retinas, permanently reducing his vision with no chance at future improvement. Oh boy, Lord. Jesus, take the wheel. Why? Why? That is awful, but also is hilarious. That is hilarious. Like, why? People, what a great way to be blind easily. What a great way, what a great century to be alive. Like, just, I mean, honestly, yeah, this is pretty bad. Let's read some lighthearted ones because, like, I think we need a break from the therapist one, but it might still be okay. One guy I met said that English is the true language of God because the Bible is written in because the Bible is written in English. Oh no, why? Oh, the amount of people who think Jesus lived in the United States is astonishing. That is concerning. That is very concerning that people think that Bible was written in English to begin with. No, it's translated. It's translated. It's been translated many times. Okay. Next one. I used to work in travel and the amount of people that did not understand the following was staggering. 1. You cannot take a 3 to 7 round trip night cruise from Miami to Australia. And no, your friend did not just book this. No, there are in fact no ocean-bound cruises leaving from Arizona. Ocean-bound cruises leaving from Arizona. Oh, okay then. You cannot take a cruise from Miami to Hawaii and back in 7 to 10 days. No, the airport is closed due to hurricane, flood, ice, and you cannot demand a flight on a different carrier out of the same airport in the next hour. Also, no, you did not just see someone book this. Oh, that happens quite a lot. Like, oh, airport is closed due to, yeah, hurricane, flood, ice, and people just be like, well, can I book a different flight from a different airport? No, from the same airport. It's just like, no, because the weather is not picking and choosing which flight to, you know, which spot of the airport, which like part of the airport and sky to like be, you know, like over this airport to be in. Like, it's just not, that's not how it works. Yes, it is a shorter flight for your friends from East Coast US to the Caribbean than you in Europe, and no, nobody can change that. Yes, I will need your DD-214 to confirm a military rate. No, your word, you were in a covert unit. I'm sorry people do that. Like, it's just like, yeah, I was in a covert unit. Trust me, bro. Like, just, you know, just come over like, yeah, I have a, you know, I were in the military. Trust me. ID? Oh, no, I don't have that. But trust me, I was in there. Like, I was in a covert unit, will not suffice. And no, I am not disrespecting the military because I cannot simply take your word for it. This is great. I'm pretty sure, like, people have tried it, like, many times. Just be like, yeah, you know, I was in the military. Oh, ID? No, I cannot show you a, you know, like a ID or any document that proves it. Yes, if a passport / visa / travel vaccinations are needed for you to travel, you will need it. And no, a manager cannot override this as it is a government requirement. Oh yeah, like so many times I've seen this at the airport too. Like people will be like, why? Oh, I don't have vaccination proof, or like I don't. How do you like travel without like how do you want to travel with like an expired passport? And you think like, oh, this is okay. My passport has been expired for 2 months. I can still travel. No, you cannot. You cannot. You have to apply for a valid passport. But yeah. Jesus. Oof, good one. Okay, so my favorite was a guy who was planning his honeymoon, but he didn't have a lot of money. He was bummed about the cost of air travel. A friend suggested a train ride might be cheaper. He became frustrated after a few days of trying and complained that he couldn't find any trains going to Hawaii. Hawaii. My source is that I made it the fuck up. But Hawaii. He was trying to get a train, take a train to Hawaii. Why? It still didn't sink in because he had seen pictures of trains in Hawaii. Yeah, around Hawaii. And probably one island, I mean, I assume. And couldn't grasp that, although maybe, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know how close the, like, different islands are. Sometimes there's sometimes there are bridges between different islands, but that, you know, has to be pretty close. It still didn't sink in because he had seen pictures of trains in Hawaii. He couldn't grasp that they were shipped there. It got even more surreal after that. Jesus Christ, why? Wait, a train to Hawaii? Oh yeah, it's definitely sinking. Nice. Another one. Customers arguing that their tattoo is backwards, while their artist tries to explain that no, your tattoo is fine, it just looks backwards because that's how mirrors work. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I have a story about this. Also, Thinvo, thank you so much for being a member for 8 months. I do have a story about this, by the way. So I saw, I'm pretty sure like this was just a bad example of like the tattoo thing. I'm pretty sure this was a bad example of just person who was the tattoo artist not knowing, and the person who wanted the tattoo not knowing the Chinese characters or like, yeah, like Chinese characters. So I saw a guy at a store with a tattoo on his like calf, I think, and it said dragon, and it was supposed to be dragon and a friend. So like characters for dragon and friend. Or I don't know what the word was supposed to mean. I don't know, dragon friend, or it probably should have been like, oh, dragon or something. Like the meaning, I don't know the exact meaning, but I know the meaning of separate kanji, of separate characters, right? But the problem is the character for friend was a mirror. It was mirrored version, and I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure the character, the flipped character for like friend does not exist. And yeah, I didn't tell him because I'm like, you know what, because he was there with his family. I'm like, I don't wanna, I don't wanna be a smartass, whatever, not my problem. But I found it pretty interesting. It was just flipped. So if you want to get a tattoo, like a, honest advice, if you want to get a tattoo with Chinese characters, by all means, you can get it. Just consult a person who actually knows the language or knows the Chinese characters, right? Like, just consult well, not expert, but like a person who actually at least speaks the language, at least knows the characters, and they will tell you like, oh, okay, this is flipped, this is a mirror. Always the kanji tattoo, yeah, like there's so many with like different like mistakes, right? Like, oh, we remember the like drama with Ariana Grande, like she tattooed her knuckles, I think, and was like, Japanese characters. It was supposed to be like Japanese characters for 7 rings or 5 rings. Who the fuck knows? But in the end, it just turned out to be a grill, because like like some kind of type of grill. It was horrible. Like because the whole word just means like those characters together just mean like certain a specific type of grill, and yeah, that was just, yeah, like 7, I think it was like 7 rings or something. Yeah, but in the end, like those 2 characters together, it means like some kind of barbecue. So Japanese barbecue. So it was just great. Yeah, she did not consult the right people. But yeah, that's okay. A girl in one of my college classes argued that heart transplants shouldn't be allowed because that's where the feelings are. And the person receiving the heart wouldn't be the same person anymore. Okay, so this one, I mean, obviously, no, that's not. Your heart is a blood pump. That's not where feelings are, but the person wouldn't be the same person anymore. There are some stories, like, I will just acknowledge this. There are some stories about people getting heart transplants that suddenly get like some weird memories of some. I don't know how true this is. It might just be like placebo, gazebo, whatever. But there are, you know, gazebo effect. There are, you know, yeah, like whether or not those stories are fake, I have no idea. Never had a transplant, hopefully. Fingers crossed, and they never will need one. But there are stories of people saying like, oh, you know, after a heart transplant or after certain transplants, like, oh, you know, I felt different, or I felt like someone else's memories, or I felt something, you know, like, not scientifically proven. None of this is scientifically proven. So again, it's just kind of, but still kind of weird, you know. The heart is just there to be badam. That's it. And pump blood. So don't be afraid of you know, suddenly turning into a lizard person. Yes, the gazebo effect. Taking me from one place to another. That would be wild. I never thought my heart was where all my emotions and memories are. I know, right? My liver is where all my memories are held. That is actually not wrong. Your liver tells the story of how you know, how much you partied. How much you partied in your youth. Oh god, not the gazebo thing again. Gazebo effect, true story. Just the best effect ever. Okay, I do aquatic habitat restoration in a spring-fed river that people frequently tube/float on. Myself and numerous others have been asked if it comes back around, so they get out. What? Okay, I don't. What? Oh. Okay, I don't know much about this, so maybe I misunderstood. Anyway, a friend of mine showered in cold water for a year because he never thought of turning the other tap to see what it would do. That is dumb. That is pretty, why? My stomach is where my memory of food is at. My friend of mine showered in cold water. I have to reread it. I have to read it again because holy shit. A friend of mine showered in cold water for a year because he never thought of turning the other tap to see what it would do. Let's, you know, let's have a moment of silence for this person. I mean, apparently, like, cold showers are good for you. I don't know how true that is, but apparently cold showers are not bad. They feel bad. They feel bad unless it's like summer and blazing heat and humidity, then it feels great. Which, by the way, reminds me that it is summer. Like, summer has come to Taiwan. Humidity has started, you know, like humidity has come to Taiwan too. The weather has turned humid as fuck. And you know, the moment it started, like, I have 33, 34 degree Celsius heat now and humidity. I'm blasting AC, and whenever I'm outside, I get all like, you know, I already get sweaty. And I think, you know, like, I'm just kind of like, oh, whenever I get sweaty, I think like, oh, I hope I look like I'm, you know, there's like a slight glisten. I'm glistening. But really, it feels like I'm pretty sure I just like, I look and feel like a fly trap. Like one of those. I'm pretty sure it's more like, it feels more like I'm that like tape, the sticky tape for flies and insects. That's how it feels. It feels gross. I wish it felt like, oh, glisten and slight glisten. No, it feels like an insect trap. Okay. lots of people, this is like, we're gonna go back to the therapist of Reddit. So lots of people discussing pedophilia as an example of the toughest stuff to not judge despite our training. I haven't yet treated a pedophile, thankfully, at least not an identified one. I did run a men's anger management group though, and some of those men had done some terrible things to women. Most of them I found ways to like and admire for their positive aspects, but there were 2 guys in that group I just could never find unconditional positive regard for. One guy basically never spoke in group. He would give one-word answers and occasionally just discuss how unfair the system was to him. Oh yeah. Because, you know, just everything being unfair is very convenient. I worked really hard to open him up and find things to connect over, but he never opened up to me or the group. He left the group after he strangled... Jesus. He left the group after he strangled his girlfriend and went to jail. She survived, thankfully. Okay. My God, okay. The other left the group early routinely, showed up late, participated minimally, and minimally. That's an interesting word to pronounce. Participated minimally. Okay, yes, I know it sounds minimally. Am I saying this right? Wait, I can say minimal, but minimally just sounds weird. Minimum. It just minimally sounds weird when I say it. And similarly, never wanted to open up honestly. He left early one group after we had discussed him staying to the end and threatened me when I told him he wasn't going to get credit for attendance, something the court required. Oddly, I eventually moved into the apartment below him. Oh shit. Okay, completely without knowledge, and listened to him scream at his girlfriend and break shit while I called the cops. I judge these men. They are shitty. Maybe they're redeemable, but redemption requires self-exploration, and they both refuse to do so. It's worth noting that how differently I felt about them than so many others in the group. Men I found ways to help and admire and respect even in spite of their awful behavior in the past. Yeah, that is insane. That is insane. Don't be that person. You know, like as this person said, like, oh, despite, you know, their patience, despite some of their behavior in the past, the therapist still found ways to respect them for other things, ways to like get to them and honestly get them to open up and, you know, change their ways. But don't be that person, the other person, the other 2 guys that just refused to change ever. Okay, I joined in a review of a secluded patient and he threw a cup of wee and poop. Oh God, he threw a cup of wee and poo in my face when we opened the door. Interesting way to say hello. I tried to be objective about his experience, but I just thought, what a cunt. I'm sorry, this is great. This is such a real response. Like real, honest, you know, thought. What a cunt. Ayo. Okay, that's true. I think that anyone would react this way. Gross, and also what a cunt. I work in inpatient services, so it can be hard to challenge myself at times. Individuals with diagnosis of personality disorder, for example, can do things that in isolation make you think they're just being bratty and manipulative, but to think of the experiences that shaped them to react like that in a given situation can help to clear my judgment and find compassion. I know that the initial reaction is still gonna be like, what a cunt, but at the same time, like, yeah, like, you know, later you understand, like, okay, you know, this person did XYZ, is doing XYZ because of underlying issues, right? Like in their like mental health issues. Harder when someone bites me or hits me with one of our fabulously detachable anti-ligature curtain poles. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, yeah, that's Oh, that's a tough work. That's some tough work. If you have to deal with this on a daily basis, that's tough. You need to have like certain type of thick skin for this. But yeah, harder when someone bites me or hits me with one of our fabulously detachable anti-ligature curtain poles. So, okay. Alright, another one. I work with youth and adolescents who have anxiety, trauma, and or depression. Some of the kids I worked with had some pretty severe attachment issues. Regardless of this, I never thought I would have to seriously explain. Number 1, you can't just buy a straitjacket for your kid. What the fuck? It's like, oh, here, son, I got you this futuristic new fashion trending jacket. Number 2, feeding your kid ultra spicy ramen each night instead of the meal everyone else is eating isn't specifically defined as abuse, but you have to understand the emotional abuse that this causes. That is messed up. Please don't do this to your kid. Number 3, your kid isn't trying to kill you because they stand in your doorway at night crying. That's likely because they are scared of their traumatic nightmares, but feel like you will just yell at them. Oh, but feel like you will just yell at them if they wake you up. Yeah, I think, you know, that's okay. The next one, well, I mean, no, not the next one. This is like edit 2. Thank you for all your questions and support. This case has really helped me to shape my approach to therapy and has highlighted the importance of healthy communication between parents and kids. My number 1 tip: don't let someone else tell you how you feel / think. If someone says you're angry with me or something to that effect, ask yourself if you really are. If you're not actually angry, then don't spend a second more on it. A lot of kids and family members get hung up on trying to justify their own actions according to someone else's perception. That's fair. Yeah. You know, it's important to just know how you feel, right? Like, oh, how do I feel? Not like listen to someone telling you like, oh, you're panicking, or well, I mean, you're angry or you're something, right? Like, okay, edit 3, fix straitjacket spelling. No, it's not a jacket for no, what? No. No, it's not a jacket for sexual orientations. It's not a jacket for straight people. It's a straitjacket. Oh, I guess they spelled, like, at first they spelled like straight as it's straight, not straight. Straight jackets. Oh my god, okay. That is pretty hilarious, but also, well, the straight jacket part is pretty hilarious, but also concerning. Dodge, dive, dib, duck, and dodge. What is this, like, also, Puck, hi! Hi, it's been a while. Hello to people who are coming in on the stream. Welcome, everyone. Also, if you came in, you know, if you just came in or you were here, you're locked in. This stream is locked. You're not allowed to leave. I'm not reading these alone because it's concerning and I need people to like just tell me I'm not crazy if I think that this is crazy. Never knew a straitjacket can be swinging different ways. Well, I mean, straitjacket doesn't discriminate. It's for anyone, for everyone. Okay, therapist here. I don't think I've ever judged clients. My job is to understand them and their experiences and help them make the improvements they are ready to make. This is a very, that's a very therapist thing to say. But deep inside you, deep down inside you, I'm pretty sure you at least at once in your lifetime thought, what a cunt. I think the other therapist was like real, because they were just like, yep, I'm still a professional. I still try not to judge people and I still try to understand them and find the solution to their problems, but at the same time it's a natural reaction to think what a cunt. I'm so happy that I'm staying up for these comments. Hey, I'm so glad I clicked on that YouTube ad the other day. Hey, cinnamon roll, thank you. Okay, therapist here. Okay, but I have very directly made my thoughts clear about choices, especially choices parents make about their kids. This probably comes off as judgment depending on the client's insecurity about the topic. One example was telling parents of a child I was working with a severe mood disorder that had made both suicidal and homicidal threats and attempts that it did not seem like a good idea to buy the young kid. Why? That it did not seem like a good idea to buy the young kid a gun, especially the week after the mother spent the session sharing her fears that the child would murder her. Is there an edit? No, there's no update. Is there an update? No, this is deleted. I mean, yeah, maybe not the best idea. Damn. Alright. Why a gun? Who knows? Who knows? People's minds work in mysterious ways. Who knows? No poop Sherlock. An actual gun. Well, I mean, it seems so. From this post, it seems like, yeah, they mean an actual gun. Maybe it's not the best idea. Please don't do this. Well, so she was the one who caused her fear. Well, I mean... okay. Clinical psychologist working primarily in forensics here. This means my clients are usually involved in legal proceedings, family court, juvenile court, criminal court, etc. My job is usually to evaluate or provide treatment. I'm not there to judge. That's the judge's job, judgy judge. But of course, I have my thoughts. Is the thought, what a cunt? I am usually impressed by the justifications people make for shitty behavior. The one that irks me the most is when parents manipulate their child against the other parent. Oh, that's horrible. I've had to do therapy for a 5-year-old who said that she doesn't want to see a parent because they haven't paid child support. Excuse me? What 5-year-old knows, understands, or needs to be worried about child support? Yeah, because it's the other parent like manipulating them into saying like, hey, this parent doesn't pay. Like, why would you do this to a small child like that? Like, okay, you know, like I think a teen is able to understand like, okay, well, this situation is going on, that does not, but still, like, don't vilify unless, yeah, you know, I don't think it's good. I think the child can decide if they want to see a certain parent or not. If the child doesn't feel safe with that certain parent, that's a different story. Because if they don't feel safe around them, then obviously they can express like, hey, I don't want to see this parent. I don't feel safe in their company. But not because like, oh, they don't pay child support. Well, that's not an issue for a child to decide about, right? Like, solve. It's an issue of child support. That's an issue for the court. Kids that age shouldn't even be worrying about money. Yeah, like, absolutely. That's not, you know, that's not their responsibility. That's not, you know, something that they should be worried about. They should be worried about like, okay, well, do I want to have a connection with, do I feel safe with that parent? Do I want to have a connection with that parent? Complicated issues. Also fucked up. Okay. Opposite side, if that's accepted too. Oh, okay. Opposite side, if that's accepted too. I was assigned to see the lead psychologist of the local hospital as I was severely depressed and had become suicidal. She literally rolled her eyes at me, told me to grow up. Oh, that's horrible. Told me to grow... Like, yeah, as a therapist, you can think things. You can judge people in your head. You shouldn't be, you know... You shouldn't be showing it to your clients. She literally rolled her eyes at me, told me to grow up, and said that she could be having appointments with people who were actually about to kill... Okay. Who were about to take their own life. Not me, who was already working with the team. This sent me absolutely spinning, bottling everything up, thinking I didn't deserve help. This is horrible. Thinking I didn't deserve help and ended up in hospital 2 years later after an attempt. When they looked at my records, the hospital suddenly became very interested in any psychological experts I'd previously spoken to. Informed them of the above incident. They asked if I knew the name and I said I didn't, but they had a strong they had a strong accent. They immediately looked like they were about to burst out crying, apologized excessively, then informed me that they had been fired a year ago. No idea how many people were affected by that therapist. Yeah, goddamn. Like, yeah, you know, therapists are people too. They have thoughts. Whether or not you like it, they're gonna judge you. Like, as in, but I think it's important, you know, to not show it. Like, as long as you separate it, yeah, you can judge, like, you can, in your head, you can judge people. Like, you're gonna do it anyway. Like, you, whatever, like, however, like, compassionate you might be, you're gonna judge people either way. But it's important to be like, you know, it's in your head. You don't have to show it to people. Like, that's your thoughts. Especially if you're a therapist, like, you shouldn't be showing this to your patient. Okay. OP. You mentioned you're getting ready to... Okay, next one. When I was underage, I got caught with a drink on Bourbon Street and got a minor in possession. I was telling my therapist about it and said that the police caught me with a hand grenade in What is happening? Wait, it's in quotations. What does that mean? Am I like, does it mean just a drink? Or does it mean like literally, are we talking hand grenade? Are we talking an actual weapon? But New Orleans. I can't pronounce it. He didn't realize that a hand... Oh, okay. A type of drink. Next sentence, explanation. Good job here. Good job, Grim. He didn't realize that a hand grenade was a type of drink, and it was funny to watch him try to process... Oh, this is exactly how I reacted. Great. I was like trying to process what is happening. Okay, so and it was funny to watch him try to process that his patient might have just casually told him that he had been caught with a fragmentation grenade. He took a big long pause and said, "Where did you even find a grenade?" I realized this misunderstanding quickly and corrected him. But for a moment, he definitely was thinking, "Holy shit, how do I deal with this?" That's hilarious, but also, I mean, it's exactly what I did just now. Like, without reading the explanation, I was just like, what is this? Are we talking real weapon? Where did you get this? That was very hilarious. All right, let me switch to the other thread. So, the stupid people. So, you know, the other thread is George Carlin said, "Think of how stupid the average person is and realize half of them are stupider than that. What real life example have you experienced? Like, have you yeah. Alright. I used to work for a chatbot app. Oh, this is gonna be good. Our app would text our users every morning with a greeting in a different language, i.e. Hola, bonjour, etc. One day, we got blown up by a user saying their account was hacked. She said, my name, yes. My brain is lagging. My name is Kim Smith, not Kim Konnichiwa. Oh no! My name is Kim Smith, not Kim Konnichiwa. Someone's hacked my account. When we explained that our service has been clearly saying hello to her in other languages every day, and that konnichiwa is hello in Japanese, and her account was fine, she went on a racist rant and said Disney was behind the destruction of America. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I would be like, okay. Why? But also, okay. Sure, why not? Alright, next one. Old Boss had a Old Boss had a morning routine of walking around the office with a bucket. He was watering all of the plastic Oh no! All of the plastic flowers. Oh. I mean, that's cute. But also... Did someone tell the boss, like, hey, this is, you know, these flowers are plastic. They're now... Maybe he didn't realize. Maybe like no one ever corrected him and said, well, not corrected him, like let him know, like, hey, these are not real plants. Please don't. Yeah, my man. Okay, someone responded. Someone actually responded. Okay, I have been unfortunately guilty of this one time. A new girl started at work and she sat across from me, so we shared some desk space in the corner. She put these flowers there with a special vase that made it look like real water in the bottom. As a nice gesture, I watered them for her before one weekend. She got a huge kick out of it and we laughed about it all the time. Okay, to be fair, some plants do, like some fake plants do look very real. I do actually have like, so in my house, like I do have like succulents that are fake. I have fake succulents because I can kill any plant and I just suck. If I have a plant, they're gonna die. I do have plants, they are kind of holding on to their dear life, you know, the last straw of their life essence. It's still there. They are kicking, but they're also like, please water me. I do have like 2-3 plants that were given to me, by the way. I didn't buy them myself. All of the living plants in my house were like given to me, you know, without the knowledge that I'm gonna kill them eventually. They're gonna die an excruciating death. Excruciating slow death. So a confirmed plant killer, yes. Confirmed, I have killed many plants before. So I do have, there is a reason why, for that reason, I only have, like I had, you know, the plants that I bought are fake, right? Fake succulents. And one time, like the family member was visiting and they were like about to water my succulents. And I'm like, no, wait, stop the madness. These are plastic. And they're like, oh, I never realized because they look so real. They look very realistic. But yeah, you know, yeah, I can kill, my plants are just dying slowly. A slow, excruciating death. They're, yeah, every day I kind of like walk past them and I think for a moment, for a split second, I think like, maybe I should water them because they're kind of like, please water, have mercy. But then I'm like, then I forget, I get distracted and that's how the days go by. I just kind of like, yeah, I'll do it later. A week later, the plant is just like, oh my god. Sahara. I'm gonna try to water them today. I'll try my best. I just suck. I really suck. I shouldn't be getting plants. Like, just, you know, just so you guys know. You know, my friend, if my friends, my IRL friends are out there, please stop giving me real plants. They are gonna die. Okay, I just had a customer yell at me for putting their eggs in a separate bag, saying they don't want all those bags and the paper ones always rip, before putting it in the bag and throwing a pound of flour on top. It was somewhat satisfying seeing their face as we heard the cracks. Until I realized I'm the one who needed to clean it up. Oh, also, she complained that we hadn't warned her about the fragility of eggs. How do you know? How? Do you think that eggs are made of cement? Like, what is going on? Oh, another one is at the DMV. Oh, that's gonna be good. At the DMV, I went to renew my license. I was waiting in a room with the computers that people used to take the written portion. The clerk sat a man down, looked him in the eyes and said, "If you pull your phone out, it's an automatic fail." The window licker says, "Aight," while pulling out his phone and immediately failing. Why? Alright, another person commented this. I saw a guy in front of me at the DMV fail the eye test and tell the employee he has glasses but they're at home. He got really mad when the employee told him that he has to come back with the glasses and retake it. Oh god, why? How? Why? How did you... I'm sorry, but like, how did you think it was... you were gonna pass, or it was okay to come to the DMV to pass the driving license exam without your glasses when you need them to see? It's great. Nice. Okay. About half the calls I take on daily basis. People call 911. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. People call 911 to ask whether Walmart is open. Really? 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 Okay, so people call 911 to ask whether Walmart is open, to report that they didn't get enough mayo on their burger, to complain that cleanup at a fatality wreck is taking too long. All sorts of silly, out-of-touch shit. Granted, there is probably some level of mental illness and or substance abuse present in those calls, but still. I loved the call. Like, I think I saw a call, well, I heard a call, like 911 call, where a kid was calling. This was actually hilarious. It was pretty cute, but also, like, if you think about it, yeah, like they were taking up a spot for emergencies. But the kid, like, kind of called 911 and said that they needed help with their math homework. Or another call where that's kind of adorable, but again, like, it's not the best. But another call, it was a kid who was calling and they were on the toilet and they were pooping and they said, like, I'm done. Like, oh, my mom said to call if I'm done, but I'm pretty sure it was like, oh, the mom said, like, call me when you're done. And yeah, the kid was just like, I'm done. Number 2, I'm done. Okay. Getting a misdialed call from a random person who gets mad at you because you're not the one she was looking for. Happens with me several times a year. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. Like, you called me. You dialed the wrong number. Like, how should I know Kevin? I don't know any Kevins. Okay, next one. I once owned a smart car, and some stranger approached me at a gas station about why I didn't have a slow vehicle sign in the back of it, since all moped cars must have that. What? Okay. I tried explaining that it was a real car, just a bit smaller, but he didn't take it. According to him, I was driving illegally and he was surprised the police hadn't stopped me yet on the highway. Interesting. All right, let's go back to the therapist stuff. Okay, the grenade. Happened to me once, but in message. Really? Like the car? The car thingy? Interesting. Okay, let's go to another one. Alright, well, I quit my last therapist because I made him cry uncontrollably. He tried not to, but he just couldn't hold it back. I felt guilty and won't see him anymore. Aw. I think he may have lost a child before. I described watching my aunt grieve over her son's body. I felt so much pain losing him, but was explaining how watching my aunt was dramatically worse. The details about her is what made him lose it. I could tell he was really reliving something inside his own head. Yeah, that's pretty tough. Okay. When you, as a therapist, get to that point, it's time to start thinking of referrals. Be genuine with your client and then refer out. Oh yeah, that's fair. You have to have unconditional positive regard or you'll never achieve therapeutic rapport. I think for me, the one that comes to mind is a frequent caller to the suicide hotlines. He would call in and say he's not providing his phone number or name. He would just say that you had 10 seconds to... Oh my god! I mean, yeah, that's a person in a desperate situation, but also, like, that's super unfair. So he wouldn't provide his phone number or his name. He would just say that you had 10 seconds to convince him not to take his own life over the phone. Or he would blow his brains out and it would be your fault. Then he would count down 10 to 1 while you're on the phone talking. At 1, he would hang up. I don't know if this person is genuine. I don't think this person was genuine then. I think this person was... I mean, I don't know. Maybe this was a sick way to cope. Who the fuck knows? Definitely this person needs a therapist. But at the same time, who the fuck does that? And it's horrible because you're essentially like, this person was like taunting the people like in the hotline, working in the hotline. It's kind of messed up. I'm sure the whole point was to make me feel bad or prove some point. I don't know. I have insufficient information to make an assessment with just that. But I have to admit, when I was trying to sleep on days he would call, especially the first time, I was thinking, fucking asshole, better not be dead, fucker. Oh no! I'm sorry for laughing, but this is kind of hilarious. Like the last comment, it's kind of hilarious, especially the first time. I was thinking, fucking asshole, better not be dead, fucker. Okay, it's kind of, yeah. I mean, I hope they got the help that they needed. I hope this wasn't, honestly, I hope it wasn't real. I hope this person, yeah, like, I hope this person was just an asshole, because it's horrible. It's horrible for both sides, but I hope this person just was an asshole, and in that case, karma will get them. But, you know, at the same time, yeah, I hope it wasn't real. That's what I can say. Because it's a horrible way to taunt someone, a horrible joke, horrible prank. And honestly, there are like pretty messed up pranks out there, so like I can see this being a prank. I can see this being just like a horrible fucked up prank that just, and people are just horrible sometimes. Okay. Okay, not a licensed therapist, but a behavioral health technician. Basically, it means I got a psych degree. I was trained in behavioral intervention techniques for children, and was off helping coach parents to support children with behavior disorders. I'll say this: I rarely encountered a child that had a clear mental illness in the same way as when I worked with adults with serious mental illness. In many ways, they were visibly confused or lonely. Given that most of their parents were suffering from poverty, alleviating the burdens of, am I pronouncing it correctly? Whatever. Alleviating the burdens of being poor would have likely mitigated the most severe symptoms of many of the children. Advocating for affordable childcare and livable minimum wages is mental health advocacy. I mean, yeah, that's so true. I think a lot of those are, you know, like those issues are kind of a factor in like a lot of stress, right? Like cause a lot of stress. So yeah, absolutely. I found myself judging not the children, but their parents. Some parents would drop their kids off with me and peace out with a fix my kid attitude. That's horrible. As a parent now, I get some of it. Exhaustion and burnout are real. But the best I could do in that situation was provide the kid with an hour-long vision of what it looks like to live in a loving, structured environment. Those kids were the ones I could tell who were much more lively. Those kids were the ones I could tell who were much more likely to be subject to the system for the duration of their life. Either cycles of institutionalization and homelessness, or prison. When a concerned parent showed up and asked, "How do I help my kid?" I practically jumped for joy for the child, because they had someone who loved them and was fighting for them. Yeah, I think the last part is important. This is the correct attitude. You know, this is the right attitude. How can I help the kid, right? Like, how can I help my child? What can I do to help them? All right. Hey, Cookie Run. I played this too. I was busy playing Cookie Run and my ears just tuned in. Wow, my mother is absolutely like this. She was a mom of 3, but my brother, died a bit over 2 years ago. I'm sorry to hear that. I was gonna cry. I thought you had kids. What? Why? I don't have kids, but yet. But yeah, this is just the post. I'm just reading the post, but yeah. Tough, but this is definitely correct. I mean, I wish that in the future, when I'm a parent, I'm gonna be like, I hope that It's not gonna get, I will never get to the point where I have to take my kid to the therapist. But if there is such concern, I hope I can be like, okay, how can I help them? But I don't know if I'm gonna be a good parent. I think I'm gonna be a parent, like, just, I hope I can be a parent that my kid can trust. That's it. Like, with their problems, you know, not their, problems. As in, hopefully not serious problems, but like, oh, mom, I've been drinking and you told me not to drive. I said it before in like a different stream, but like, I hope that my kid is kind of like that Dave Chappelle skit, or, you know, stand up where he says like, oh, you know, my son called me 3 a.m. and he says like, Dad, you told me not to drive. I'm at this party and I drank, and, you know, like, you told me to call you, and here's the address of the party. And he's just like, you're not gonna, motherfucker, you're not gonna believe this. I'm at the same party. Give them a good childhood. Exactly. Just, you know, just be there for them. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is a good moment to stop. And I hope, yeah, Dave Chappelle was great, and that's in that stand-up. He's just like, I am shit-faced. And also, I'm at the same party. You're not gonna believe this. You'll be a very anxious but responsible parent. I hope so. I will be anxious. I will be anxious. I'll be like, what are you looking at, kid? Wait, are you seeing a demon? Are you seeing a ghost? Because this is concerning. Should I get my salt? Should I get the holy water? Whatever it takes. We're gonna help you. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna chase away that demon. with salt. And just like, what are you seeing? Tell me. Also, Shai, thank you so much for the supa. Let's just hope your children don't start seeing spirits or ghosts. Yeah, that's that. And no orphanage. Yeah, no, I mean, I always joke about it. Like, I joke about it like, oh, if my kid sees a demon or a ghost, I'm gonna start looking up the nearest orphanages on Google Maps. But obviously, I mean, of course that is a joke. I would not do this. I would start drawing circles with salt because, you know, why not? It doesn't hurt. Just like on the floor around my kid. Just be like, kid, stay in the circle. We'll see. I'm gonna help you. Stay in the circle. Demons are afraid of salt because there are so many LOL players in hell. Oh no. Hope Sana let them know how scuffed she was in her streams. They will never know. They will never know of my channel. They will never know how ridiculous this is sometimes. Like, I get sometimes. But they will have a favorite pigeon plushie. An emu and a platypus. My kid is gonna have the weirdest plushie stuffed animals ever. I will make sure to buy them only the weirdest stuffed animals, and, you know, they will think this is normal. But it's gonna be hilarious. I will create a family album of, you know, my kid with like Mothman plushie. Yeah, exactly. Mothman plushie is gonna be the first. And then a pigeon, and then a crow. And yeah, I have a plague doctor too, so that's gonna be in the picture too. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And some of the stories really fucked up. Really, really, really fucked up. But yeah, you know. Yeah. And a giraffe with no neck. Oh, Jesus. Like the... Oh no, like I want the Chubbs platypus. There's a plushie. I just found a plushie of a platypus that is kind of like chubby. Like, it's kind of round. And a capybara. A lot of capybara plushies. If you wanted an oh, what would it be about? Okay, I'm confused. What does that mean? I'm sorry. Am I not able to read it? Oh, yeah. What? Did I misread it? Did you misspell it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Give them a Chuck Tingle. Oh no! What? No! Manatee plushie too! Oh my god. So, yeah, word. That's gonna happen. A manatee, a walrus, that kind of thing. Not the regular animals, just the weird ones. The strange ones like platypus, manatee, walrus, mothman. What else is emu. Yeah, emu, dodo, like, you know, bumblebees. Yeah, bumblebee. There are bumblebee bats, yeah. Or bumblebee. Narwhal, yeah, narwhal plushie. That's pretty good. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific time, so an hour earlier than today's stream. You can still submit, I mean, until this stream ends, you can still submit your, entry to the giveaway through the form. But I will be removing the links in a minute after the stream. Thank you so much for today. Stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows. Bury your hexes. Until the next time. Bye.